Yes, people, back for another one. You know the vibes. Out in Fulham, thought I'd switch up the vibe. Out in Imperial Park. I like this park still, man. It's just a vibe, nice views in that. Quiet as well. There's a little helipad over there. It's mad still. But yeah, man, do you know what? Today, this video is inspired by the recent Chris Kaba verdict. I'll obviously post the summary of the case here. But the whole situation kind of sparked this subject that I wanted to talk about today, which is the experience of a millennial who's Black British in London in 2024. It made me think about the perception that society has for you as a black youth. It also made me think about the perception that I, as a black youth, have of other black youths. For context, obviously, I'm Jamaican, Black British, born and raised in Southwest London, so that's my story, innit? I'm a legit guy. I ain't never done no street stuff. I grew up in an area that was gang infested, as they say, with notable situations. And actually, relative to the Chris Kaba situation, I know a lot of stuff in it, but as I said, I'm not gonna harp on that. All I'll say is this, innit? One of the things that I really dislike is that when you're a black guy, there's so much expectations that everyone decides that you must live up to. And what I mean by that is, even if you take it like at a basic level, yeah, all of the stuff that a lot of us are celebrated for is very superficial, airy-fairy stuff. A lot of the time, like even recently, and this is why things are so ironic, even recently you've had like a lot of notable road youths, street guys released from prison, and there's a big celebration, and as there should. Like, man's not advocating for people to just be locked up forever. But as I always say, and many other people have said it, I'm not the first, there is never ever the same level of adulation for a youth that is doing a business venture or just started a company, or you know, a guy that's trying to do a mentoring academy or whatever it is, something that's like positive but not tied to no street crimes, no gang stuff, yeah? There's never the same support, there's never the same adulation. And I think what that does is, when you're a legit guy, like, well, I'll speak from my own perspective. I've never been a resentful person, so I don't begrudge or look at street guys and get jealous of them. But I can imagine that there are a lot of street guys that think, why would I jump up to defend someone just because we have the same skin tone or because we're from the same place? Do you get what I'm saying? I think sometimes as a black guy, you're always, sometimes you're expected to jump up and fight fights that when you step back, you realize it's not really to do with you. Do you know what I mean? But people decide it is for you, if you get what I'm trying to say. I say all that to say this. A lot of us are not gonna forget like how our experience was growing up as a young black guy, and the disses and the cusses, and as I've spoken about on the pod before, we're not gonna forget about the fact that man was being dissed for having big lips or darker skin, like or African features, like, or even me at previous years when I was younger, obviously in like primary school times, someone says, oh, you look African, because of how you've grown up being a Caribbean person, for some reason that's a diss. We can't act like a lot of these things don't influence the reason and the motivation behind a lot of our biases when things happen. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, there's so much nuance to being a black British person that just because we may on paper come from the same situation, it doesn't mean we had the same experiences. So it also means we're not all going to feel compelled to back and support certain ideas about us as individuals. Do you get what I'm saying? Another part of this that I wanted to talk about was the fact that a lot of us are the first in our family to do what we're doing. Like, no, that's the point. Like, a lot of us are breaking, as they say, these generational curses. I said courses, horses for courses. But yeah, no, a lot of us are doing things that no one before us in our family have ever done before. Like, there's people that are in our family that, or not our family, but there might be people in your family who've never ever been to college or university before, and you're the first person. So now you just feel the whole weight of the family to achieve this degree or diploma or whatever you're studying. Same with if you got a job in a certain field, you might be the first baller in the family, and now everyone's saying, yeah, rah, if this youth makes it, yeah, then the whole family's gonna eat and we're all gonna be good forever and ever and ever. So now if you get released from a football club or a basketball team or whatever, now you feel like you've let down the whole entire galaxy, bro. Because in your brain, you knew you was the ticket. Like, bro, a lot of us are going through a lot when it comes to the pressure of trying to, I always say the Superman thing. It's like the pressure of the cape, because we are talented people, and I'm not just talking about being a black guy or whatever. I'm saying in general, people are talented, and we know this, but it doesn't mean that the weight and the pressure of your family and your friends' expectations can't dictate sometimes like how you're gonna move. I think this is why I always default back to the basic things of, at the end of the day, I am but a man, bruv. Like, I'm just a guy, just out here, just like you, trying to do my thing. Don't look at me and think I've got it all figured out. I don't. I'm figuring it out as I speak to you live on this camera. Like, it's crazy how there's this weird thing, man. People just expect you to just have all the answers and know exactly what to do at every moment. And you might look at what I'm saying and say, oh yeah, but there isn't really this expectation. No, but there is. Because what I'm saying is, when there's major events that happen in general, it could even be colorism with women, where dark-skinned girls and light-skinned girls and brownings have their own issues going on, but for some reason you as a guy have now got to defend what some dude in Canada said. Also, you've got to defend other guys who have babies with white chicks, even though you don't have a kid yourself and your missus is black, but because she's light skinned, now there's a problem because she's too light, and I only chose a light skinned woman, but my mum is black. But why am I going to choose my attraction based on who my mum is necessarily? No, I'm going to choose who I'm attracted to. And in fact, one of the things, and I have to make this point, I know a lot of people ain't going to like this point, but I'm going to say it anyway. A lot of men don't like certain girls because of their mum. You keep saying, oh, but your mum was black and red. Yeah, but doesn't mean that their mum was automatically good just because they gave birth to them. Their mum might have not been good, and because of that, it's tarred their view and their opinion of these demographics of girls. Is it nice? Not necessarily, but is it life? Yes. So deal with it. And another thing though, I can't lie, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know if this is just for the gallem, I don't know if this is for incels, but this pity party stuff, mate, life is too difficult right now for anyone to give a toss about your pity party. Like, I'm sorry if a group of people don't find you attractive. As I said before, go and find your tribe. Do you get it? Like, I know I'm a big black guy and there's a market for big black guys. So what do I have to do? If I was out there on the market single, which I'm not, then I would try and find the gal them that like big black guys. Hey, get your head out the gutter. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is just the stuff that I observe, and yeah, my message, I guess, is to say, don't let people box you in, man. Do not, especially if you're a black guy. If you're a young black guy under the age of 35, don't let no one box you in, bruv. Don't let these people try to box you into an archetype that they want you to be. Yes, I made the channel more to the ends because I want to explain to people from my ends and in general that there's more to life than the area that you're from. So I refuse to let anyone box me in as a black youth. I'm a black youth from Southwest London. I still listen to UK drill music. Do you get it? Like, I still will, like, obviously in the gym and that, get that energy, get that aggression and that. But at the same time, I still got a missus, I still got my brothers, I still got family, I still got a legit job. Do you know what I mean? Quite an important, legit job, you get me? Working in the civil service and that. Shout out my civil servants and that. But yeah, man, I refuse to let people box me in. So I think for today, that's my message to the people them. Don't let no one box you in, bro. That's what people try and do. They try and corner you and they try to say, oh, why are you not fighting the fight with me for my cause? That's not your cause. Do you get what I'm saying? And think about the times when it was your cause, you who's watching this video, was how many people was defending what you wanted to defend and protest and be outraged about what you're concerned about. I guarantee you weren't everyone. So why should everyone just jump up and defend and... Nah, man, I'm not with that, bro. I refuse to let people put a battery in my back, crash out, as I said, the last video, crash out, and then when I'm done out here, everyone's gonna look at me and call me dusty and broke. Nah, sir. Nah, go work, dog. But yeah, anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you think I'm waffling, comment and let me know. You get what I'm saying? More to the ends. That's what we're pushing. So you know the vibes. Rest in peace to Chris Cabra as well. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't believe people who, you know, were unarmed and that should be just getting killed execution style. But the system is the system, innit? So yeah, man. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. Have a blessed day, my people. I'll be back.